Enviro24 is a network of media focused on promoting environmental, conservation and sustainability stories. On the Enviro24 experience, we pull together movie makers, influencers and social media channel owners who are also focused on promoting positive environmental solutions while exploring first-class tourism right here in our very own backyard. This week, we bring you the Adopt a Penguin drive from the Southern African Foundation of the Conservation of Coastal Birds, SANCCOB. Before powering our way further into the Kouga area, bringing you closer to the going-ons with those big giant turbines you often see. Untouched Adventures takes us through one of the most breathtaking sceneries down the Storms River, and then showcase one of their skills development initiatives. We then bring you people who are bringing back the green in the greening the community. Waves for Change is another story of hope, empowering youth through inclusive, evidence-based surf therapy. SANCCOB is a registered non-profit organisation with a primary objective to reverse the decline of seabird populations through the rescue, rehabilitation and release of ill, injured, abandoned and oiled seabirds, especially endangered species like the African penguin, and this is their story.
My name is Carl and I'm the Centre Manager of SANCCOB at Ngabega. SANCCOB is a non-profit organisation that operates in the marine conservation sector. SANCCOB's main objective is to reverse the decline of seabird populations, and we have several strategies in place in order to achieve this, whether it's rehabilitating injured and ill seabirds to bolstering or hand-rearing chicks at our facilities. Through these, as well as our collaboration with other like-minded organisations, we're hoping to reverse the decline seen in our African penguins, as well as many seabird species in South Africa. We also want to create awareness with the general public, so we have education outreaches and tours where we highlight the threats faced by our marine ecosystems and how the general public and children can implement procedures to mitigate these threats. The main challenges that we face as a non-profit organisation is funding, so trying to secure long-term funding, but creating partnerships like we have with Specsavers South Africa helps us mitigate these. The sales of charity cloths not only creates awareness for SANCCOB, but also helps us generate a passive income for our organisation. Partnering with Specsavers South Africa will help us as a fundraising organisation have a reliable income source, which will help us fund the operational costs of running a rehabilitation centre. Visit your nearest Specsavers store today to purchase one of our cloths. 100% of the proceeds from your purchase come directly to our organisation.
Kouga Wind Farm is a renewable energy project that makes most of the fresh onshore breezes that sweep the Eastern Cape coastline of South Africa. Empowering disadvantaged local communities is the hub around which Kouga Wind Farm's operations turn.
The wind farm is a business, private owned business. However, through the licensing agreement with the Department of Energy, we have an obligation to spend a portion of our revenue within the immediate communities. Now the vision is that we journey with the communities and support them in endeavors that uplift the communities. And our strategy is pillared on 4 key areas, one being education, second one skills development, third one recreation, and the last one being health. The crèche burned down about 3 years before we came in and refurbished the facility. We thought here's an opportunity to assist the community and actually put them at a better pedestal in the foundation phase of the education.
The children and the community have been very grateful because it's nearer to their homes. They don't have to travel, they don't have to use the transport. How to say thank you to them? I can't say thank you enough for all the hard work that they have done. We are very, very grateful.
In Sea Vista, there is no library, and we saw an opportunity together with the community to invest in the facility of the library.
The library will be of a good use to us. It will really be beneficial to our school kids. We didn't have a library here. We used to go to Human Stop for a library. So I'm so excited about coming here. It's like having a library in my backyard. Both ourselves, Kouga Wind Farm and the community found an opportunity to invest in such an initiative where there was nothing of this sort in the area. So we wanted also to contribute to computer literacy.
The most important thing that it will change is the confidence in their own abilities with a computer. And obviously it will open up, hopefully, some career opportunities for them as well.
Local problems need local solutions and need local partners to participate in addressing those problems.
I've learned from the program on how to handle people. We do appreciate it because a lot of people have learned a lot from the program.
What we hope at the end is that the communities will be self-reliant, self-sustainable, and they would have sustainable livelihoods. They will be able to fend for themselves with minimal external assistance.
Known as the most beautiful adventure in South Africa, the 2 to 3 hour Storms River Kayak and Lilo adventure is the most popular adventure activity of unlimited adventures. It is enjoyed all year round and everyone, young and old, can experience the best that Tsitsikamma National Park has to offer. Explore deep in the Storms River Gorge and enjoy the long, deep, quiet pools with deep caves and ancient indigenous forests that the garden route is famous for. Untouched Adventures is committed to making an impact in the local community and started the Be Kind SA to inspire other organizations to collaborate together in helping entrepreneurs in the area of business.
Good morning, my name is Grant Grootboom and I am the Hospitality Services Manager at the SANCCOB section of the Garden Route National Park. I've seen many developments within SANCCOB and within the local communities over the past 18 years. One thing that I can say with confidence is that what we are doing today and over the 2 days that we will be here is groundbreaking work. In fact, I think that history is in the making.
Hello, my name is Jakes and this is Nedi. We had a very nice experience with the Be Kind South Africa, where the people showed us that they can be kind, they can also be very generous.
I am so excited. I still can't believe if I am my own boss now. We are the bosses of the JNS Kasikona today because of the Kind group. They showed us lots of love. Everyone was so helping us to start with fixing everything in our yard. They were helping, everyone jumped in, even the ones that we didn't tell them that there's gonna be this project that is gonna happen today. We are so thankful about it.
And I'm still even pinching myself today that I am really the owner of a business. It has been my lifelong dream to own something for myself, but because of Be Kind, it became the reality. And the main thing for us, we should think we want to build the community. That's the first thing we have. If we can build the community, if we can put in a hand it will be much appreciated, and it will, for me, at least I can say I can sleep at night.
Beacon het 'n verskriklike groot impak op my geestelike lewe gehad. Ek bedien 2 weke gelede bedien ek 2 kliënte en ek en my 3 kollegas hier agter sit daar binne gesels. En ek vertel van my kollegas dat ek het nie 'n stoof nie. My stoof het gebreek en toe ek terug gaan na 5 minute roep die man my ek in en hy sê vir my, Ingrid, ek het so pas gehoor wat jy vir jou kollegas gesê het. Maar ek sê vandag vir jou, skryf jou naam, jou nommer en jou bankrekening vir my neer. Ek koop hy stoof vir jou. Ek was waar jy nou is op die oomblik en ek wil ook ander mense ophelp wat iets wil maak van hulle lewens. Die volgende dag betaal hy vir my R5,000 en dit is waar my stoof vandaan kom.
Hello everyone, I'm Yolanda Dango from the place called Mandela Park in Tsitsikamma. And the Be Kind project helped me so much to learn the new skills, and they gave me so much information about how to grow a business. Now I have a way of thinking and then a way of making things happen. Then there was a day we prayed for the sponsors to come out so that we can grow the business. After some few days, there was a sponsor coming from the Butterfly Foundation. I was so happy when I got the sponsors because that meant a lot to me. That's what I want to do for my community and my country.
The Greening the Community project, a collaboration between Mantis Foundation CCFA, Indala Nursery and Inyosi Wildlife Reserve, would not have happened, however, without visionary Blackie Witbooi, a local resident. The project aims to bring back nature into KwaNobuhle by assisting and encouraging the 121,800 plus residents to green the space in which they live in and their community.
When I was younger, we lived off the land. It gave us everything we needed. It made us strong. These days, young people overlook their earth potential. We want to show them what lies beyond what they can see. I was so lucky, grow up with my granddad, and he bring us all the old stories of Africa. That knowledge he left us or tell us more about the plants. I get it from when I was small, talking about plants and things like that. Going into the field, you have more freedom, you can play, you can eat. That's what I love, the open air. I enjoy every moment to touch the soil. I love it really. But now what's happening with planting the lands, most of the trees, the indigenous trees, it's gone.
When I saw Blackie is looking after the plants, I was so impressed. The way he treats the trees, it's like a human being. Blackie taught me everything about the trees.
I didn't really like plants before, but when I came here, I realized that there is a huge difference that these plants are making in our livelihoods.
Me and Ayanda, we was on top of the hill, and as we look down in KwaNobuhle, we see how few green is there in the community. Mankind have destroyed the indigenous forests we used to have. That's why Indalo comes in to bring that knowledge of our indigenous trees and medicinal valleys back into our communities.
Our plan is to plant indigenous trees in Konobusha schools, to go and teach the children about the importance of our indigenous plants and our trees.
The value of the planting indigenous trees, it's more for our future generation kids. We was looking for a fruit tree, put something on the table. The wild olive, it's so important for our cultural and aspect boom, and that is who fights global warming. Those trees are really very important.
We plant those trees in a community because we don't want to break that link of the chain.
If it stopped with me, mankind really will abuse the fell because they don't have that knowledge what that plant, its meaning to them, what the value of that plant is. It's so rewarding to see if you have planted a tree, coming years back and see how that beautiful tree have grown in, flowering. It gives me a smile on my face and in my heart. The land that gives us so much. It's our responsibility to look after it for future generations.
The objective of the WOC project is to empower disadvantaged and unemployed youth between the ages of 18 and 35 years from Cape Town and surrounding areas, but hubs are located in the Eastern Cape, being East London and the Nelson Mandela Bay region. And this is their story.
The infrastructure in my community is very bad. Most people live in shacks. There is poor access to clean running water. Kids are introduced into gangs at a young age of 11. There's a lot of gang violence like shooting, drugs, and there's a lot of violence against women and children. Parents are often unemployed, meaning there's no income in the household, and a lot of children drop out of school. My name is Annalisa Mhloli. I am a 25-year-old. I am a senior Ways for Change coach and a mentor to children in my community where over 1 million people live. My community is very overcrowded. I have grown up surrounded by violence and faced adversity myself. I know the impact that this has on children when they are growing up here. Access to mental health services is very low in Khayelitsha. At Ways for Change, we work with teachers, social workers, and community members to tackle stigma. We talk about the impact of stress and trauma on the way we behave and learn. I am very passionate about changing attitudes in my community, as most people still think mental health is about being cursed or bewitched. There is not even a word for depression in my language. It's a curse. This community referral network I helped build then used the indicators we share to refer children most in need of support. Most referrals come from schools in the most underserved areas. We work with children who have experienced repeated trauma like rape, domestic violence, and drugs like tech being used at home. These children are referred by local hospitals, clinics, and social workers. We pick children up from school or other pickup spots in the community. When they get to the Ways for Change site, they are very excited to be at the beach and see their coaches. Our Ways for Change culture is inspired by Ubuntu: protect, respect, and communicate. We sing and dance a lot, bringing fun and energy to every session. We like to celebrate that side of our culture together. Children from my community are looking for a sense of belonging, a tribe for them to be part of. Activities like surfing are difficult, but allow everyone to take part at their own level. Learning to surf for me was like mastering a new skill that I did not think I was going to be able to do. When I started at Waves for Change, I couldn't even swim, and the ocean really scared me. When I'm in the water or on the board, I tend to focus on the paddling, the staying in the right position on the board, but I fall off all the time. Falling off the board is part of the fun, because if you don't fall off, you'll think you're a perfectionist, and I believe there's no such thing as perfection. I see the waves like the challenges in my community. These challenges will either eat you up and spit you out, or you will learn to ride them. At Waves for Change, we just use surfing as a hook to give children a safe space and safe adults. We share activities like Take 5 and the Power Hand. These help them to self-soothe, gain control of strong feelings, and think before they act. They can use these tools at home and at school, but they first practice them at the beach. Surfing helps children to regulate their emotions. It gives them another option from joining a gang and helps them to feel better about themselves. Hardly anyone I know has health insurance. Stigma makes it less likely for families to attend mental appointments at the hospital or clinics. At Waves for Change, as coaches, we have our own debrief psychologist that helps support us in delivering surf therapy and meeting children's needs. Waves for Change coaches represent diversity in their culture, their language, and their gender. We give children access to support that they need in a fun, child-friendly way that's close to their community. I hope more young people like myself can be supported in delivering an essential child-friendly program or mental health support for children across South Africa and beyond.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to meet us here next week as we show you some more exciting happenings right here in your very own backyard. Most of these stories need your support to carry on, so if one or more of them have captured your attention and you'd like to be part of their journey, simply reach out to them via their website and see how you can best further support their cause. If you would like to watch the show again, to retrieve any information, you can do so by finding us on YouTube or Facebook. And remember to give us a like and a share, because the more people who are aware of their immediate environment, the more we can start to have a positive impact on it.